today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. It's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The tackle by Denzel Perryman.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, it's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Brady's throw there complete, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Now Brady again. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going. A touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert was the 3rd quarterback taken in the last draft behind Joe Burrow, who went to Cincinnati, and Tua Tagovailoa, who went to Miami. What a career at Oregon. Capped it with a huge Rose Bowl win, not just with his arm, but with his legs as well. And the Chargers, they wanted to make sure they had their next guy in line after Phillip Rivers left the team. Many thought it would be Tyrod Taylor, but Justin Herbert beat him out and has become a starter as a rookie.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Winfield Jr.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
First and 10 at the
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Brought down by Drew.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. And well delayed. Kill. 79.
On first down, Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Brady on third down. This one caught by Isabella. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading him out. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
Brady now on first down. He completes it to Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll run on first down. Jones might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
The tackle.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Brady, open man, Gronkowski complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
To Gronkowski.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, Brady drops it to Jones in the flat. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
1 yard on the play.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Being chased out left. And it's a Buccaneers touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And it is now 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Third down. Herbert. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
The 40-yard line.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
Brady's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And this is caught by Evans. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Down at the 4-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
24.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Los Angeles.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tranquil. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
First and 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. On first down, it's Hines, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
At the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 16, Brady. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. A 10-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Winfield Jr.
He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third. And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
At their own 30.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
On second down now, it's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brought down back at the 31.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. 15-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Gronkowski, the intended target. And it's second down. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Throwing again. Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Brady to Gronk. A familiar ring to that one, and it's a Buccaneers first down. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 3.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
They'll try again with Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to is toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 40. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Winfield Jr.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
2 yards.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the 50, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll find Williams on the slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
54 Mike. Check, watch 54.
To the air again, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Levante David in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32.
Again, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
35-yard line.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is got it. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he finds Gronk. And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Brady's throw there complete. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
At the 11-yard.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Buccaneers, first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment. I
think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. That throw into the arms of Allen, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Levante David able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Tampa Bay, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.